Yo, 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 good morning, guys. Good morning. All right. So far on the gappers list, I'm seeing DOCU. DOCU looks solid. We also have, let me see here, I can pull this up so you guys can see. So we got DOCU, really nice gap up here from 46.20s all the way to 56.30s. We have LU. Lulu looks good. We have GCO that recently popped up here. That looks all right. Not that much volume. We got the ZUMZ, which I know is Zoomies, a skateboard brand. It's gapping up from 27.60 to 30.55. We got KDMN, no volume. MYOV, not really much volume. Grubhub, looking okay. Not the best volume either, though. Riot, crypto stock, not much volume either. Typical Friday. I'm going to keep an eye on CLDR from yesterday. I did make some money, a little bit over $100 on CLDR yesterday, and so we'll look to keep that going here. And so we'll see what else we can find here. A little bit of a dull morning. I see a lot of mid and high cap stocks that are gapping up, but not too many pennies. If you know any penny stocks that are moving, like I said, let me know. And yeah, we'll see what happens today.
Can you give me a drink?
What, buddy?
Can you give me a drink?
Yeah, it's over there. You drank all your drink already?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, my son. My son's here. All right, guys. So yeah, I'll be back. Not a bad morning. So if you've been following along with me this week, I have not had one losing trade all this week. No losing trades. Streamed all live. I streamed it all live. Can't fake that if I wanted to because it's all live. I can't fake that. No losing trades whatsoever this week. I've recently scaled up to 1,000 shares, and I know this week is only a 4-day week, but I recently scaled up to 1,000 shares, and yeah, I haven't lost since then. I've been pretty selective, but I haven't lost since then. And so the VWAP fade, VWAP fake out fade strategy that I've been using has been working really, really well. And today the goal is to end green. If we can end today green, that's the perfect week. No losing days, no losing trades, and really solid gains since I scaled up in size. And so wish me luck. I hope you guys will join us to watch me trade the open and see what we get. Should be a fun day. No losing trades this week, so we'll see if we can have that coveted perfect week this week, guys. It should be fun. We'll see what happens. But until then, I'll be back. I'm going to go check on my wife. My wife will be here trading the open with us. And so my wife will be here. And we'll see what that happens. If she has a losing trade, I'm not going to count that as a losing day. Because it's my wife. But when I trade, we'll count that. And let me know what your main watch is today. Let me know what your main watch is. Should be a fun day, like I said. We got a few movers. Fridays are typically a little bit slower. Very close, Joseph. I am at roughly 700. I'm at 682. You can see my account here. I'm at roughly 682 in profit right now. So yesterday, which shows you, I mean, the commissions are really not that bad on TEFs. So for instance, like yesterday I made $102 in gross profit, and I made about, what is that? I'll have to look to see what my account was at yesterday, but I must have made right around $85 in net profit in that account. So it's definitely acceptable. Commissions really weren't that bad. Yeah, Spy's up. What's up, James? What's up, bro? Yeah, man. Hey, bro. I see your buddy's gonna be here today, man. Nice. Cool, man. I don't know. For some reason, our Discord has just been gaining tons of people, man. I don't know where they're finding us from. I think the other day, some guy said that they typed in best trading Discord channels on Google, and our Discord is up there. So, we've been getting a lot of new Discord members. But we'll see if we can keep it going, guys. We'll see if I can have that 100% accuracy this week. Like I said, I haven't lost this week at all. I've been a little bit selective, and I've also been scalping a little bit more. But we'll see if we can finish the week out perfect. What's up, buddy? Yeah. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go help my son. So I'll be back. I'm going to delete this window until I come back and then just put it back up so you guys can see the full scanner until then. All right, guys. Yeah, my wife's going to drop my kids off, but she'll be here in a minute. Do people come here to pay for to just watch your scanners instead of pay for it? Most people come here to watch me day trade. Like I put the scanners up in pre-market, but a lot of other channels do that too, and I do have permission from Trade Ideas to do that. Trade Ideas allows me to do that, and yeah, I mean these are only a few specific scanners. It's not even close to the whole Trade Ideas group of scanners, and they got a lot better stuff on their end, so it's really better to pay for the scanners anyway. But these are just the gappers this morning. But yeah, what I do is I day trade live at the open, so it's not just scanners. I actually trade the market at the open live every day, and at least so far this week I've been profitable. I have actually, since I started trading on Tuesday, I haven't had a losing trade, and I've streamed it all live. And so yeah, I think people watch me because I actually show people what it's like to trade instead of cherry picking my winners or hiding my account balance or whatever that is. I'm actually real with people, so I think that's probably why people watch me. Oh, all right, guys. But yeah, DOCU looking like the one of the better options this morning. Let me make this a little bit smaller until we get closer to the bell. Mitch is in Vegas too. What's up, Hero? What's up, bro? Let me fix this. There we go. But yeah, what's up, guys? Let's do this. But yeah, DOCU looks interesting. DOCU, one of the better gappers this morning. GCO looks good. Just no volume. TNAV is a new one that I didn't really see. And this one's gapping up some. It had a huge red day yesterday for TNAV. And now it's gapping up from 579, essentially 580, up to 665 right now. So that one might be interesting. We'll watch that one. Zoomies, Z-U-M-Z, gapping up some. So that's probably one of my main watches as well here. Zoomies. And then we got MYOV, KDMN. So we got some options here. Grub, VRNT. But overall, a relatively slow morning, in my opinion. A relatively slow morning. Not a ton of action this morning. So, we'll see, but not looking the greatest right now. I'm going to watch AMD, the overall market itself as well. You can see the overall market is... the overall market is up today. It's up to 298. And so we'll see if the market can break 300 today. It should be interesting. You can see the market just got a nice little spike and broke pre-market highs right as I'm saying this. It's up to 298.96. Looks like it's going to get up to 299 at least today. We'll see, though. It could get reversed. We also have Lulu, L-U-L-U. That looks interesting here as well. Yeah, Mitch should be here today. Yeah, he should be. Everybody, yeah, my wife will be here around 5 minutes before the open for everybody coming just to see my wife. Which I'm sure is a large percentage of everybody here. But yeah, look at the SPY. It's up to 298.90 here. Should be fun. Also popping up on my scanners, we got ENPH, BILI as well. The issue with I'm having today, though, is that most of the stuff that's moving is larger range stock, and so I'm not going to be able to take 1,000 shares with some of this stuff because the range is just too big. I'm not trying to lose $1,000 in 30 seconds. So hopefully we get something that's in my range. For gap downs, we got Domo, D-O-M-O, gapping down. Solid amount in a huge range, gapping down from 25.20s all the way to 16.40s. CDMO gapping down as well. Grow, G-R-O-W, PD. RKDA gapping down some too. I might watch RKDA here. RKDA looks interesting. But yeah, we'll see what we get today, guys. Like I said, let me know if there's anything specific you want me to review. And yeah, in about 10 minutes, we'll start looking up some news. I'm new. I just subbed yesterday and loved the whole experience. How much do you trade daily? Um, that's all relative to what the market is doing. It just really it depends. You know, some days I'll trade really actively. Like if you go back and look like 2 weeks ago when I was trading smaller sizing, I was much more active. Whereas like since I've scaled up in size, I've been kind of sniping a little bit more with like one or two trades a day. And so it all depends. Since I've scaled up, I've been a little bit more apprehensive with everything. And so I've been trading less. But on average, I'd say I'd probably trade 2 to 3 times per day normally. And that's the goal to get used to with 1,000 shares is just getting used to trading like that. But yeah, what's everybody's main watch today? I think mine's DOCU. Even though the range is big, DOCU looks good. That's probably what the main thing I'm watching today. But yeah, Ron, like I said, it's not about like the goal. Like Mitch and I, what we really teach is we teach. What we really teach, man, is systematic trading, right? Like we trade a system, like a very specific system. But our system's not for everybody either. It's just about the goal as a trader is to be independent enough to develop your own system with trading, right? That's how you're really going to be successful. You know, a lot of the gurus are trying to sell you on their systems, and sometimes their systems work and sometimes they don't. But you're going to be reliant and dependent on those gurus every time, you know, for your trading career, and that's not what you necessarily want. You want to have your own system, and you want to be able to build your own, you know, trading plan yourself without relying on other people. That's why I massively disagree with the whole stock pick, you know, business sector, the whole stock pick niche in trading. I think it gives new traders the wrong impression that you can just copy somebody and make a ton of money. And I think it is dying out, fortunately, but I do think that, you know, new traders kind of get wrapped up in just following the hot picks of the stock market, you know, and like that's never gonna work. You know, you gotta be your own trader. You know, you gotta be independent from everybody else as a trader and just learn to do it yourself. That's the only time you're really gonna be successful. If you copy other people, that's great, but what happens if they start losing, or what happens if they stop, or what happens if they try to charge you a ridiculous amount for it? And so you just gotta be independent. I got my own girl, brother. Trust me, your wife is the last thing. Yeah, no, I mean, I was just joking, bro. I was just being sarcastic, a little sarcastic. I mean, I'm sure I'm probably right in a lot of ways with that, but I was just messing around, man. But yeah, then I'm gonna watch CLDR. I did make some money on CLDR. That's the one I traded yesterday. And if we look at my stats here, I'm pretty happy with my stats overall. You know, I think my accuracy's gotten a little bit better. I'm around 60% accurate. Leading up to the competition, so it should be fun. Let me go ahead, just so you guys can see. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and import this. I'm just gonna import yesterday's trades, and then you can see. I'm gonna import it to TraderView here. If you guys want to see it, you can, I guess. Oh. And then this is my graph, and so my graph's looking pretty good. This is since I've scaled up in size on the 3rd. I must have skipped the 2nd. Or so. But yeah, this is my graph. Looking pretty good. I'll take it. Up to around 1,300 in gross. Let me see what my details are. Yeah, I'm around 60% accurate, a little bit less. But my total gain for the last 90 days is roughly 3,200, which isn't bad. I mean, what is that? Roughly that's like what, like $1,100 a month. You know, $1,075 a month on average. So that's not bad. I'll take that. Just gonna try to increase that here. Try to get some larger gains. Yeah, man. And trading courses, some trading courses are useful. Remind. Some are useful. You know what I mean? Roku dropping. It's all relative to the person. You know, like, do you have enough money to pay thousands of dollars for a course? I mean, I think most people don't. And I've said it many times before, you know, I think that most stuff is available for free online. I think everything you're going to learn in those courses is going to be available at one place or another online for free, on YouTube probably. And so, you know, a lot of times these courses are just for convenience fees, right? Basically like putting it all together in a package for you. And that's all, you know, if it's worth it to you, it's worth it to you. But I think new traders got to save money as much as they can. I think they get wrapped up in the Lambos and the stacks of cash, and they want to be like their favorite guru. And I think that at a certain point, you just got to be real about it and say, look, most people are going to fail, you know. You're probably going to lose a ton of money, and just because you buy a guru's course doesn't mean you're going to start paying your bills with trading next month. It's probably going to take years. I've never seen them. Never seen there. Yeah, you could share, James. All you got to do is my name on TraderView is Beginner Trading is my name, no space. And you can just go to share and just look me up. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it's all relative. ESKO. I know a lot of people have been watching it. ESKO. I mean, EKSO. The gap up's okay. I mean, it's a what is that? 7-cent gap up, and for a 50-cent stock, it's not a bad gap up, but it's just low volume, guys, which is Friday. You know, you can't really expect too much. It's Friday, but low volume. And I know what the gurus are going to say when I say this. They're going to say, well, you just haven't found the right guru, or that you just didn't work hard enough. And it's like, no, I mean, I'm consistently profitable, you know, without paying for a guru's course. And I know the followers are going to start hating, and that's fine. But like I said, it's all relative to the person. You know, some people are going to find it worth it to pay $6,000 for a course, and other people are going to think it's ridiculous to do that. And everybody's different. Identifies. Yeah, for sure. Definitely agree. Most important thing is risk reward, right? You got to learn how to calculate that. And that's one thing. I guess I just have a bad taste in my mouth for the gurus because they almost never teach you risk and reward, right? Honestly, since Mitch and I started teaching about risk and reward over a year ago, I've seen a lot of other channels all of a sudden decide to start teaching risk reward conveniently very similar to how Mitch and I teach it. But I think it's a good thing regardless. The issue I have with a lot of the gurus is that there's just no risk reward. They don't teach you anything. They might teach you risk management, but that's, you know, I'm talking about calculating risk reward in every single trade you get into. And half the time the gurus are just jumping in because it looks good, you know. So that's my issue with them. Level 2 for me is less relevant than the time and sales, right? Level 2 can be manipulated very easily. And so, for instance, like level 2 can be manipulated. Fake orders can go through on the level 2. They can put out a bunch of fake orders that they delete to kind of sway the stock in a certain direction. So I guess for me, I don't necessarily trust the level 2 as much. I more so watch the time and sales because that's actually filled orders. And so it's much harder to fake on the time and sales. And so that's what I typically trust better. I mean, I use the level 2, but most of the time I'm just using it to judge the spread, my entry, where the bid is, where the ask is. That's typically what I'm using the level 2 for. And I just don't trust it. Too many people are trying to manipulate that and just throw in huge orders out there trying to scare people off, and it's just not as reliable in my opinion. But everybody's different. But yeah, I mean, people could say whatever they want about me, but from what I understand, I don't really think there's anybody else on YouTube or anywhere else really that has verified gains like I have, to where I'm streaming every single day and I'm actually profitable doing so. Like for instance, this week again, I have not had one losing trade this week, and I streamed it all live. Everything's live. You can watch me do it live. Can't fake it if I wanted to. And from what I understand, I don't think there's anybody else that actually does that. And so people can hate on me. We got haters. They're normal. That just means I'm doing something right. But I think if you really look at it, you know, people can't say anything to me because I'm the only one that actually is profitable and streaming live every single day, day trading specifically. So and I know I say there's nobody else. There's other people. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's other people that do it, but it's very few. It's very few. I think most people don't live stream every day because it's going to severely hurt their brand. And so the ones you see live streaming, you know, they've just got more guts than everybody else. What charts do I use? I use Thinkorswim for charts mostly. What's up, Cargo? What's up, bro? What's the other? There's a few options for free paper trading. I saw somebody. Were you the guy in chat? Remind? I know there was a guy in our Discord that was asking people about it. Check out the one he recommended was. Let me find it. Trading View. It's supposed to be a free paper trading platform. Trading View. Never used it before, but I hear people talk about it. No go-to trades yet, man. I'm not one of those. Like I said, I'm not one of those guys that gives you hot stock picks. I think that's one of the worst things about the trading culture is hot stock picks. And so if you want to watch me day trade live, you know, I'll day trade live. You can watch me. You can see what I trade. But not an investment professional, not liable for any losses you take. You got to make your own assessment of the market. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Mir is one of them that does stream live every day. And I can definitely respect that about him. Like I said, there's very few. I'm not saying I'm not the only one. But there's very few. And like I said, I think most people don't because it's going to hurt their brand. Some of them I built my own, but some of these scanners I built myself, and then some of them I just used the Trade Ideas prerequisites. If you want me to send you, my scanner settings for Trade Ideas, Kyle, let me know. Just join our Discord if you have it. I'll send it to you, bro. Here's the link to our Discord. And yeah, everybody go check out Trade Ideas. Like I said, they're cool enough to let me stream these scans every day, and they're objectively the best scanners in the game by far. And so if you want to check them out, here's the link to our Discord if you haven't joined already. We got about almost 700 people here. No, it's open, man. It's free. It's open. Yeah, there it is. You can join. It's free. The big thing about us, Remind, is that we don't charge for anything, man. You know, like we post referral links like everybody else, and that's just one of the ways we keep everything free. But like our brand specifically doesn't charge for anything. We live stream every day for free. We post our classes on YouTube for free. Our Discord is free, and so we just try to be free. But yeah, if you want my Trade Ideas scanners, just message me in Discord. There's the link to Discord, and go check out Trade Ideas too. Like I said, they're objectively the best scanners in the game for sure. I'll post that here. You go check them out. All right, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and look up some news. Let's go ahead and look up some news. First one I'm going to look up is DOCO here, or DOCU. Going to look DOCU up. I don't care about them. I mean, I care about the market cap, but I want to see the actual catalyst, man. I hate it when it does this. Let's see. All right, so this is positive earnings for DOCU. Positive earnings, and it also got a few upgrades because of that. But yeah, it posted better than expected second quarter revenue and delivered a better than anticipated top line outlook for the current quarter for DOCU. So positive second quarter results for DOCU. And this one's really interesting specifically because it has a lot of very obvious levels, right? Like this 55 level looks good. This level here at 54.50 looks good. And so those levels, along with the pre-market high up here at exactly 58, which is also a whole dollar level, plus this confirmed level here at 57.50, half and whole dollars are really playing out for DOCU. And so I'm looking for a breakdown under these levels, and we'll see what we get if we do get that breakdown for DOCU. The next one I'm looking up is TNAV. And like I said, guys, if you have anything specific you want to see me look at, let me know. I'm not seeing too many hot penny stocks right now in the market, but if you know some that are actually moving, if you see some penny stocks that are gapping and you want to enlighten us about those, let me know. You know, I'm down to check those out too. We got NTGN, which is a penny stock, and it's gapping up some. Lower volume, it's gapping up from 290s to 340s, and this one is up after the company announced a breakthrough process for predicting neoantigens and will be presented by the MHC class 2 molecules in the tumor microenvironment, and that was all published in the scientific journal Immunity for NTGN. And so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that, but interesting catalyst for NTGN, and it's a smaller cap stock, so we'll see what happens with it. Actually, it might not be a smaller cap stock. We'll have to look. Then we also have, what else, guys? Let me see. IMUX gapping up some. They had a pre-planned interim dosing analysis of the data from phase 2, so positive phase 2 results basically for IMUX. We'll move on. INAV. TNAV. We'll look at TNAV, and this one is up after a press release went out that indicated their business relationship with GM is, quote, strong and ongoing. So they also noted that the contract with GM is effective through the model year of 2025 for TNAV. So we'll see what happens with that one as well. GCO. This one's gapping up a ton with no volume, but it's up after better than expected earnings for the second quarter and positive 2020 guidance. What else we got? MYOV. Again, I mean, we're not seeing too much volume today. The company announced that its founding shareholders, Roivant Sciences and Sumitomo something Pharma, are entering into a non-binding memorandum of understanding to create a broad strategic alliance. So basically a partnership for MYOV. We'll see what happens with that one as well. We got Zoomies here, which is a skateboard brand. And Zoomies here, ZUMZ, is up after better than expected results for the second quarter and strong third quarter guidance for ZUMZ. We'll see what else we get. Like I said, kind of a dull day, guys. Lulu, LULU, larger cap stock, but Lulu looks good. Gapping up from 180.40s to 198.20s, so pretty strong gap up for Lulu here. This was up after the company reported better than expected second quarter EPS and sales results. They also issued third quarter EPS and sales guidance above the analyst estimates for LULU. And so we'll see what happens with that one too. Let's see what else we got. We got RKDA that's gapping up. I'm just going to assume that's no catalyst. If it does have a catalyst, let me know. But I'm going to watch RKDA too. CLDR as well, just because it moved yesterday. CLDR. It is moving a little bit in pre-market, so I'll watch that one too. Worked out really well yesterday. Got to keep an eye on, like I said, the overall market itself is up. You can see the SPY is gapping up nicely this morning, up to 298.30. It's got rejected at the highs there. I was curious to see what was going to happen right around this high. And then we have some other ones. I recognize ACHB, but there's no volume for that one. These gnats are everywhere. HMC, we got HTZ. And yeah, aside from that, I mean, I'm just not seeing too much action right now. We could go ahead and we'll look up Roku, and then we'll look up the overall market news. So Roku, big drop here recently in pre-market, big drop. See if I can find this one on the list. All right, so we're going to go back to Roku because that one's not on this list of gap downs, and I can kind of look at these gap downs. So first one on the list of gap downs is DOMO. A big gap down for Domo here. Huge range and a big gap down, and it is down after they reported upbeat results for the second quarter, but third quarter and fiscal year 2020 guidance was below the analyst estimates for Domo, and that's causing a pretty significant, serious gap down here. A big gap down, you know. This is like 35%, 40%. So just a big gap down here for this one. We'll see what happens with it. We also have MRC gapping down some. MRC. Not really much movement there. PD. But low volume even on these gap downs. So yeah, we can look up Roku now. And then we'll look up the overall market news. Roku is down. I don't know why this one's down. If you know the catalyst for Roku, let me know. I'm not seeing anything recent for Roku on the news. And so if you know why Roku's down, let me know. And then we also have the SPY, the overall market itself. And so the overall market is up. And so we'll look up the SPY news, see if we have something that tells us. Let me see. All right, so broad market indicators, the broad market exchange traded funds were higher. U.S. stock futures were in positive territory ahead of the opening bell. And this is from Market Watch. Like I said, quote, U.S. stock futures were in positive territory ahead of the opening bell with gains from overnight Wall Street cues on the China-U.S. trade outlook after Beijing and Washington slated high-level talks for October. And so some optimism in the overall market. The August data is due at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, which should have happened already. And I think that jobs report came in lower than expected, and that was reported about 30 minutes ago. So should be a fun day. We'll see what we get. Like I said, let me know what your main watch is today, guys. RKDA has an offering. Man, what is Nightbot doing, man? I'm about to take down Nightbot if it keeps doing this. Yeah, unemployment rates came out. All right. All right, guys. So like I said, my wife should be here today. Let me check where Mitch is at. I don't know if he's going to be on stream. I think Mitch is going to be here. I know he's in Vegas. He might have had a long night last night. But let me text him. All right. That's 8:30 market time. That was an hour ago. A little bit under an hour ago, but that should have been already out. What's up, Hero? I swear, man, these gnats are bothering me right now. Go away, man, these gnats. It's been a hassle, man. Like now they're trying to drink my coffee, man. All right, guys. So yeah, we'll see what we get today. Should be fun. Like I said, DOCU. Some of my main watch is DOCU. I'm gonna keep an eye on AMD just because the market's volatile today too. So I'll probably watch AMD here. Just looking at my stock that I traded yesterday, CLDR actually faded really nicely. I definitely should have held on to some of this. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, actually I shouldn't have. I got out at the right time, I guess. There we go. Trying to make this so I can see it a little bit better. There we go. Alright. What's up, DJ? What's up, bro? Alright, so yeah, SPY's up. We'll see, interesting level is 299. It had that previous level. If you look at the long-term chart, obviously the whole dollar of 300 is going to be a huge level. And the lifetime highs of the overall SPY are at 302.20. So if you look at the SPY and you look at the daily chart on the SPY, long-time highs are up here. And so, I mean, we're kind of pushing towards that level. Right now, we're about right around here. But it should be a fun market day. We'll see what we get. It's Friday. Remember, sometimes volume's a little bit lower on Friday, guys. And so, okay. Yeah, we got Mitch is going to be here. I just talked to Mitch. So Mitch will be here today. But yeah, we got GCO. Regardless of what happens for me today, like I said, I've streamed it all live. I've streamed every day since Tuesday. And I haven't had a losing trade in that time. So I actually haven't had a losing trade the entire time I've been streaming. And I brought my account up to about $700 in profit. And so regardless of what happens today, it's not going to be a huge losing. It's not going to be a losing week. It shouldn't be a losing week. I have about $300 in net profit this week. And so it shouldn't be a losing week. Let me get Skype up here. There we go. But yeah, we should have Mitch here. Mitch is in Vegas, guys. So let me get this ready. Yo, what's up, Mitch?
What's up? What's up? Give me 2 seconds. Finishing up here.
All right. Make sure my headphones. There we go. All right, guys. We got Mitch here.
There you go. What's up? What's up, man? Good morning, guys.
Yeah, get your view here, man, so people can see your view. Hold on. So check out Mitch's view, man. I'm a little bit jealous, man. This is where Mitch is at. Mitch is in Vegas right now, guys. Look at that view. It's a dope view, man.
Yeah. Let me fix it up here.
Check out the view, guys. That's a cool view, man. You play poker, bro? What's up, man?
Oh, I didn't play some poker last night, but I did play some blackjack. Not doing too bad.
Last time I went to a casino was in New Orleans, and they were teaching me Baccarat. Baccarat is the most confusing casino game ever. The most confusing casino game ever. They tried to teach me last time, and it's just confusing, man. Got a little background noise there. Let me see.
Yeah, a little bit.
There we go. But yeah, man, we got Mitch in Vegas today, guys. Let me put this up here so we can be. There we go. In Vegas. I'm a little jealous. Yeah, man. What's up, Lewis?
Spotlight myself. What's up?
What's up, man? There he is.
I can go back to the beautiful view.
High roller
Boom.
Mitch. That's right.
Hey, two cameras working.
Yeah, man.
The multi-camera angles.
We got Hero here, man. We got Hero here asking about you.
Uh-oh. Let me get into the chat. What's up, my people? How we doing? Are you ready for Khalib a little later?
Huh?
Khalib tomorrow?
What? Oh,
You ready? Khalib?
Khabib.
Khabib, there
Really,
you go.
technically, it's Habib is how you pronounce it. That's why I
Huh.
was like,
Yeah, it's
I was
without
like
the
Khalid.
K, right?
Right, it's pronounced.
The K
The K is
silent.
silent. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Khabib.
Listen, I like Poirier. I'm from Louisiana. He's from Louisiana. He's from Lafayette. I got a lot of friends out there in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Uh-oh.
But
Uh-oh.
But Habib is gonna eat his lunch, man. Habib is. It's not even gonna be. It's just gonna be. The only chance Poirier has is if he submits him, I think. But I think Habib is gonna be extremely difficult to submit, and so I think. What are the odds in that fight? Let's see. Oh, Habib is a almost 5-1 favorite. Almost 5-1. A 4.5-1 favorite. Poirier.
I like it. I like it. Trisha's approach. What goes on in Vegas stays on the live stream.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, here. Let me post my watch list, guys. So I know we're not talking about stocks. Hold on. Let me see.
I'm jumping on. I'm getting ready here, guys.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll be on it in a second. Just
Yep.
catching up.
What else we got? My watch list. I mean, I'm not really seeing too much I like right now. Maybe the cannabis plays, but the market right now it's just a little dull. I mean, I could put CGC on. I mean, there's my watch list, but mostly just dull right now.
ZUMZ.
Yeah,
Is that a retailer? Yeah, it's
yeah,
retail, right?
it's a skateboard retailer.
Yeah. Let me check that one out. There you go. That's a nice gap up.
Right, it should be fun, man. I mean, we got DOCU is probably the main watch, but I'm gonna watch the cannabis plays like CGC, Kron, AMD, microchip stocks. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep an eye on those. Big thing, I gotta stay selective. I haven't had a losing trade since I've scaled up in size. Not one losing trade. So the goal is to finish a perfect week. That's the goal since I've scaled up. This is the one time I've scaled up in size where it hasn't gone tragically since I scaled up in size. So we're gonna try to keep it going here.
Oh, yeah. That's how it goes, man.
If I lose today, I'm gonna shave my beard. You know,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna shave my beard if I lose today.
Don't say shave your head.
No, no, sir. I'm getting too old, man. I need to keep all the hair I have, bro. I'm getting too old.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like growing out longer,
Right.
if anything.
Right. If I shave it, it might not grow back, man. You know, I'm getting at that age, bro. Like half of my friends are bald, and so I'm holding on to my hair. All right. But yeah, DOCU, AMD. On the gap downs, we got Domo, DOMO. Huge gap down here. Big gap down.
Uh-oh, Dustin's saying today's our red day. Sounds
What?
good. I'm excited.
Today's
like that.
red. Duster McDouble. Thanks for being positive, bro. Thanks, man. Either way, it's going to be a profitable week, I think.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like, I'm up 300 this week.
You know. Looky. You see RKDA? Look at that drop. Pre-market.
Yeah.
Down to the 5.6, 5.30s.
I think it was an offering, somebody said, for RKDA.
Nice. I'll go ahead and I'll take a look. I'll find out.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an offering. Somebody mentioned it being one. Let me look. Yeah, it's a common share stock offering at $7.58 a share. 1.319 million offering for RKDA. Which, I mean, guys, like I said, man, when this thing was running, when RKDA was going crazy, I was sitting there like, if you look at this thing in a month from now, it's probably gonna be down whenever it was at 10, but they're kind of trying to save it with an offering. Man, these gnats are everywhere, man. These things better leave before they open. I have issues. Green is good for beginners. All right, hero. What's up, Felix? All right. Yeah, Duster, man. I know you're just joking, bro. If you keep it up, I'm just gonna ban you, man. So let's not cloud the chat up with nonsense, bro. I'm stuck in Roku. Short, average 138, 550 shares. Hey, good luck, DJ. That's a scary position right now, man. Roku put out some type of good news. Whew, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Roku, it looks extended.
I'll be right back.
It looks extended. No, this is a Blues banana stand shirt from Arrested Development. Man. I need screens on my windows and doors. Yeah, I mean, well, what it is that this is the way the Nats get in is that we had a lot of contract work. If you were here watching this summer, we had a lot of contract work. Like we got the house painted and we had to get our AC ducts changed. And then we had to get the drywall repaired. And so our garage is like a mess right now. Our garage is a mess. And the gnats are hanging out in the garage. And so anytime I open the garage door, they just jump in here. So yeah, we do need a screen on that thing. My wife's gonna be here. My wife's gonna be here at the Open, Abby, and so she's not gonna be taking 1,000 shares. But yeah, any trade I get into is gonna be 1,000 shares. Any trade I get into, and so we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna try to trade 1,000 shares today too. Like I said, since I've scaled up, I haven't had a losing trade, and so it's been going really, really well. And so that's the goal, is just to finish the week off strong. Have a winning trade for my last trade of the week. Might look at Macy's too. Macy's, small range, interesting stock, huge downtrend on the long-term chart. Ooh, down 15K. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, DJ. That's rough, brother. Hey, man, hang in there, bro. No, I'm not doing 5,000 shares today. I am probably going to do 1,000 for me, and I don't know what my wife's going to trade. My wife should be here in about 5 minutes. I'll go check on her now, but I'm not going to do 5,000. I've just been doing 1,000 shares. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, I mean, it looks extended, Roku. Roku looks extended on the long-term chart, but I said that like a month ago, and it's still squeezing up, so I don't know what that one's going to do. GGAL maybe looks interesting. Alright. My wife's here. Alright. Alright, baby. You ready? It's been a perfect week so far. I haven't lost this week. So no pressure on you, you know? No pressure on you. But it's been a perfect week. Let me see how to do this. Can you squeeze in there? Yeah, there you go. Alright, guys. My candle burned me. See, I got my new candle. You got me. Smells like winter.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Let me see. To squeeze in. I'll have to move this. Let me see.
It's the other way.
Should I do this?
No, it's the other way.
There you go. Alright, guys. We got my wife here today. My wife's going to be trading with us. Alright, you remember the strategies we use?
Yeah.
Alright, so alright, so we got we're looking at DOCU. So I've been scaling up to 1,000 shares this week, but you're not going to take that. You'll take 100 or less. Alright.
Okay.
How long have you been trading? I've been trading about 2.5 years, 3 years maybe? About 3 years, I guess. CDMO. Can we trade it? I don't know. No, you can't. Alright. Alright. So you ready? You gonna do it?
I'll try.
You gonna try? I told him if I lose today, I'm gonna shave my beard. If I lose today, I'm gonna shave my beard. It's time. It's looking a little rough anyway, man.
You're gonna.
It's looking a little rough anyway. So if I lose today, I'm gonna shave.
Alright.
Alright.
That sounds good.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream, but if I lose today, I'm gonna shave. Is your wife your apprentice? Kind of. Yeah. That's what I call her. I can kind of say that, yeah. Advice for me, please. What stock to buy? I don't know, man. I'm not going to say that. I'm not an investment professional. I'm not one that gives hot stock picks, guys. I don't give stock picks. Do you use any indicators? I use the VWAP. The VWAP. That's solely, I use VWAP and support and resistance. All right, guys, we're going to get these regular scanners up.
Oh yeah, let me grab something real quick.
Okay. Here, will you grab my glasses for me?
Where are they?
I don't know. They might be in my pants, or they might be in my pocket, or they might be. I think actually they're next to my bed on my side table next to my bed is where I think they are. All right, guys. Whew, let's do this. We're going for a perfect week. No losing trades, no losing days. We're going to see if we can not lose at all this week, guys. We're going to see if we can not lose at all. Haven't lost once since I've scaled up in size. We're going to see if we can keep that going here today. Should be fun. Right. Or NASA.
All right. Let's do this.
All right. Let's do it. All right, guys. Man, nothing goes up, man. I like that chair. Mine doesn't go up. No, mine doesn't go up anymore. Here. All right. There we go. All right, guys. Let's do this. Let me mess with this monitor. There we go. It's probably good. Yeah. All right. All right, you ready, baby? You got this. We can do this.
Let's do it.
I'll look at DOCU. Are you trading with 1,000 shares today? I will be. My wife's not, but I will be. You know, I'm not gonna let her go in 1,000, but I will be.
Yeah.
You can't hear anything. Oh, can you hear it? Here.
Not really. Here, just put it around your neck. Like, put it.
Yeah.
Like.
Where's the Lambos? Hey, what's up, Rick? What's up, man?
Here, you have to put it like around your neck if you want me to hear it.
All right. Say something, Mitch.
Hey, if you want,
There we go.
what I recommend is maybe open another link to our Zoom on your phone.
No, it works.
something like that.
if I turn the volume up on the headphones, we can hear you.
Okay.
DOCU dropping some at the open. DOCU just dropped down to 55.80s here for DOCU. And so we'll see what happens. Look, Jerome said you look like a movie star. Where's the Lambos? They're at my other house, bro. They're at my other house, man.
You don't see the penthouse suite?
You're right. They're over there with my with my 30-story condo and my Scarface mansion. You know.
Yep.
Nah, Mitch is in Vegas right now. Look, baby, Mitch is in
Yeah,
Vegas.
the Waldorf Astoria.
Can't-
Oh, we stayed at a Waldorf hotel when we were in New Orleans. They're
Oh yeah, that
pretty
was
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty nice, pretty sweet.
I was telling Mitch the last time we went to Vegas, I tried to learn what was it? I tried to learn
New Orleans.
no,
Baccarat?
Baccarat. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember? That was the most confusing game your sister was playing. I was like, I'm not even wasting my money because like the dealers basically, yeah. Like I don't even know how to play that. The only time I've ever even heard of Baccarat is I think Phil Ivey, the poker player, took a casino for millions in Baccarat, and then Vegas Vacation, the movie, when he's learning Baccarat in his room. That's the only time I know Baccarat.
Hey, there you go. I'm gonna be in some poker tournament tonight.
Yeah, man.
Parlay's still doing good, baby.
Hey, man. Good luck, bro.
Hey, gotta have that risk and reward, you know? I set it to like
Wow. That's
400 to 1.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta ban some dude in the chat.
Risk and reward, man. I got that. Instead of that 4 to 1 setup, I got that like 101 to set up.
Yeah, man. Sorry. Banning people in the chat, man.
No stress.
Disrespectful, man. Disrespectful.
Do I look like a porn star?
No. Here, there's the bell. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
We got DOCU that dropped some at the open here. DOCU. No, baby, you look good. Don't let that get to you.
Jeez, man. That's rude.
Alright, we got AMD testing 3150. MU, look at the big drop on MU, Mitch, that happened right before the bell. Big drop on MU.
All right. Taking a look there. That
We
stock
got-
is extended.
DOCU with this big drop right around the open, a little bit before the open. The overall market itself is down a little bit so far, but it hasn't dropped much. Roku spiking up here. Roku spiking up. What was I looking at? CLDR. Yeah, CLDR. And then the cannabis stocks. Alright.
All right. Want to see if MU is going to reject here in the 20s, 49, 20s, where I expect it. Doesn't look too bad, though.
Yeah, AMD doesn't look bad either. It's dropping some here. DOCU's pulling back to the VWAP, but it never really dropped at the opening bell. And so I don't know if I like that one that much, but we'll see. Here, you want to keep track of the chat? There you go. The Ford Pinto. I appreciate it, Rick.
Almost.
Hey, welcome, brother. Hey, man,
Almost
Rick,
jumped
you're
in
the
there
Rick
for
that,
MU.
you're
Looks
the Rick.
good.
You're the Rick from when I just started this channel, right? Where we had you and Chi and the other guys, right? I think that's the same Rick, man. It's been like a year. It's been years since I talked to that dude, man. So I hope you're doing well, brother, if it's you. All right. All right, we got CLDR spike up. We got Kron. Yeah, I might trade today instead of you, baby.
Yeah,
and I'll just
that's
teach
fine.
you
Yeah,
because
I'll just watch.
it's been a really good week, and I'm trying to finish green.
You don't want to shape that beard, huh?
I mean, I'll shave the beard. Honestly, I'm probably gonna shave the beard regardless. All right, we got.
I like
CGC.
it. I like it.
We got CGC. Yeah, she called me out on
Said-
it. We got CGC.
Called you out on that beard, though.
Yeah, man.
Nice
got-
drop there for MU.
I like CGC
Look for
here
this
with
to
the risk
bounce.
with the risk of 82 for CGC. If we get a bounce back up on CGC, back up to 75, I'll consider it. Yeah, you keep track of the chat that way too.
Nice fade there on MU.
Yeah,
I was thinking about taking it, but
CGC kind of did the same thing. I'm a little bummed out about it. I'm
That's how
looking
it
at
goes.
Kron though. Oh, CGC, I hesitated. Just a little bit of hesitation for CGC, but beautiful move. Already dropped over 10 cents from where I would have entered. Unfortunate. Gonna look at AMD though. What does your wife think of trading so far? I don't know.
I mean, it's starting to make sense. I'm starting to kind of see the patterns, but
She's still lost.
still not quite there yet.
You guys know how it is. When you first get started trading, it generally takes a few months for it to really click. and before you actually start to know what you're seeing. You know what I mean? Because until then, it just kind of looks like it's very intriguing, I think, for a lot of people. But until then, you're kind of just seeing you're just seeing the chart move, and you don't really understand what's going on. You know?
Yeah. I mean, well, no, I know what, red and green means. I know what the VWAP one means. But
Hey, she knows that VWAP.
Right. She knows what it is. She knows the VWAP fade. Like, that's the pattern we've taught her. Look at the move on CGC. I was absolutely correct with it. And remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every single weekday morning, and we show you what it's really like. And we're actually profitable. And so hit the subscribe button. If you want to see how we do next week, it's been a very profitable week so far. And so, like I said, if you want to see how we do, hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell next to that, it's going to alert you every time we go live. And we did get a lot of new subs today. Jay, Aaron, Norman. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the team. There goes CGC. Unfortunate. My wife looks at my screen and sees Christmas lights. Yeah, what I usually hear is NASA. It looks like a NASA spaceship is what people typically say about it. You know, that's the one I hear the most probably. Look at Kron, man. CGC is just making me upset. Look at this thing, man. Was going to get in at 75. It's down to 30s. So, 40-cent drop already. And Kron's at the VWAP right now. Way too late, though. AMD's tanking.
All
I'm
right,
guessing the market's got to be
here,
failing. Yeah,
starter here, RKDA. Taking a starter.
Super
This cracks
volatile day,
90s.
though.
I'll be adding.
Here, I'll put you up, bitch, until I see something.
Yep. Let me try to extend this chart a little bit so you guys can see it a little better.
Yeah, I'm going to make my wife and I a little bit smaller. And then put you up here by you. There we go. All right, I'm looking at CGC here. I still will take CGC, but the range is just so big. And MU and AMD. I'm kind of looking at AMD here. It's just
All right,
the
I want to
market's,
see this just take a hit towards the 650s.
the market's just so volatile right now. I like AMD with a risk of 41 though, so my risk is 6 cents if I can get in. Maybe 43. But we got to get that bounce up there. The market's just tanking right now, though. Look at the market, though, guys.
Like
Huge
it,
drop.
like it. Looking good for me, guys. Looking for a little bounce near 7 to add here. Anything in the 90s. It's looking good, though, right now.
Kron is about to pull a red to green move, it seems to.
yours is right there.
Yeah, mine sucks, though. Yeah, DOCU. Yeah, I'm watching DOCU. Roku breaking lows now, guys. Roku breaking lows. Look at Kron pull a red to green move. Like I said, big red to green move on Kron, CRON. I'm still waiting on AMD to pull up to 33 so I can use a risk level of 43 or so. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I'm still looking at CGC though. But there goes Kron. Big move up. AMD's not pulling back though, unfortunately. So far at least. Yeah, let me see that. That's how I'll stay calm in the trades. All right, CGC is getting up there. It's just a huge range. I'm not going to take 1,000 shares of CGC because my risk is going to be like 20 cents or so. And the spread is about 5 cents. So I'm going to use 500 shares of CGC if I get in this one. Just because it has a twice. Usually my risk is 10 cents, and so this is twice as big. And so I have to scale down a little bit, I think. Yeah, I gotta pull you down a little bit, Mitch. Here.
Go for it. My trade's a little slow right now anyways. I'll let you know when I
Okay.
get into a good move or when it moves. Just letting it work here, guys. Sitting up about 10 cents, but letting it work.
All right, if we can get back up to 61 or 62, I'll take it with 500 shares. My risk is about 15 cents for CGC. But we got to wait here and be patient for it. We needed to get right up here for the fade. I don't know if we're going to get it here. $56, $60s. It's up to 65. All right, I'm in with 500 shares of CGC. Oh, we're getting a big squeeze up. Got to be careful. We're getting a squeeze up here. This is right around my risk. I'm out. So $100 loss. I lost about 20 cents a share, and unfortunately, that's my first loss of the week. I wanted to have the perfect week, but it is what it is. I missed the first fade on CGC up here. That's my first loss since I scaled up, and now it's like I don't know whether I should just end the week and go 3-1, or if I should try to take another swing.
Take swings.
I mean, I don't know if that's really the right move, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, one trade shouldn't call your day. The pattern could have just not gone your way.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as you stick to the right risk to reward. Now, if you're finding yourself not sticking to the right risk and reward, then I understand. Because if you're not going to get your kind of into the green with the next trade, then it's not worth it. Then I agree.
Right.
You're taking 1-to-1 trades, it's really hard to bounce back. And
Right.
if you're taking 2-to-1 trades, then it's not that hard. All you need to do is just make a good, solid second trade, and you're in the green, not only break even. I think that's the important thing to stay focused on is just trading the plan. Hey, the money is going to be bigger. The losses are going to be bigger. But that's normal. I think where you have to focus is not on the money, but the cents loss. As long as you just focus on the cents, and then you can calculate your realize, unrealized, whatever that may be. You do have to, of course, have capital preservation, but at the same time, we want to give ourselves a shot. We want to go ahead and keep trading the system. One loss is not the biggest thing in the world. Just got to keep trading.
Yeah, I think my emotions are just higher than they normally are, and so I just gotta hold it together. I think I'm okay. Less than $100, so it's really not that bad. It's the equivalent of a less than 10-cent loss with 1,000 shares, so it's not too bad. Gonna wait for some good setups though. I'm not gonna force anything after that. And if I lose a few $100 today, that's okay because I'm up 300 on the week, and this is the first week I've scaled up, and I think I just kind of have to get used to the added emotions a little bit. CLDR is right around the VWAP here. The only reason I don't necessarily want to short this is because the market itself is down today. So we'll see. Did I do some type of technical analysis? Yeah, it's just a specific strategy that I trade called the VWAP fade. Like I said, I mean, it's the strategy I've been using all this week, and that's actually my first losing trade this week. And so, losing days are going to happen. Losing trades are going to happen, and I can't be greedy and say I just want to win every day and never lose, because that's what the gurus preach, and we're just not the gurus, man. Appreciate the sub. G. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the sub, man. Welcome. Are you still in? Which one were you in?
RKDA.
RKDA, yeah. I'm going to look at MU and short into it on a bounce up to 91.
All right, getting a little squeeze here in RKDA.
This seems like it might go back up after this, though. Because it's down.
710's the risk here, guys.
Strategy we use. This one's got a fake out fade. The issue is that it's sideways, but this is a specific strategy we use. Appreciate the sub, James. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm thinking about shorting MU here. We'll see. Really considering it. Back up to 96, not anymore.
Squeezed out, guys. RKDA pushing up to the resistance there.
Nah, man, I've been nervous all week this week, guys. But no, I mean, listen, anytime you scale up in size, I'm gonna have nerves. It's not a reasonable expectation to not have any nerves. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be nervous, and that's just a process I'm just gonna have to get used to. Don't be those. Listen, guys, don't be the people in the chat, which is like, when you have winning trades, it's just kind of silent. But then when you have one losing trade, everybody comes out and tries to tell me what I'm doing wrong. That's not productive. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've had 3 or 4 winning trades at this point this week. This is my first losing trade. And so I just got to kind of keep it together and not force anything and just wait for the A+ setups. Like, that's what I really have to do. I think when I'm scaling up in size, the emotions are going to be there no matter what. The emotions are going to be there no matter what. And so it's just a process of getting used to the added emotions that come with larger sizing. You know what I mean? I've been consistent enough for sure to scale up in size. And now it's just about using it long enough and sticking with the larger sizing, regardless of whether I win or lose, to get used to the emotions, right? It's just a process of kind of conditioning myself to get used to the emotions. Because the emotions are going to be there. You want to be like a robot and have no emotions in trading. But ultimately, emotions are always going to be there, and it's just about getting used to them. That's the next step, is just getting used to the emotions. But yeah, every trade's not going to be a winner. Every day's not going to be a winning day. Every week's not going to be a winning day. And I have to accept that. I stream live every day, and so, sometimes I'm just going to lose. Best thing I can do is just learn to deal with it, though. AMD is pulling back here. The only reason I don't want to short it is because MU, which is another microchip stock, is spiking up, and then the market itself is spiking up. Still, I don't mind the risk in AMD here up to 27 or so, maybe 30. So my risk is like 7 to 8 cents, and so it's not bad. Yeah, every trade's not going to be a winner for sure. It's just a process, guys. Like I said, it's just a process. I think I win a lot, and so people expect me to win every day. And so when I lose, people are like, what happened? He lost. But it's just kind of like, it is what it is, We're going to look to short AMD if it gets up to 22. The issue is MU is spiking up, and the market itself is right around the VWAP. So the market's actually reversing here. It's up to the VWAP at 298, the SPY. And so we're going to see how it plays out. I might look for some fake out fades. But the big thing I got to tell myself is that it's still really early, guys. Like, this is just my first trade. I think Mitch is right. Like, this is just my first trade. And with 1,000 shares, I'm going to be taking $200-$300 swings. And so luckily I've built up enough cushion Luckily, I built up enough cushion to kind of be okay regardless. But it's still my first trade. I still have lots of time. I see a lot of questions. I'm getting close to cashing out for my first time soon. I'm at around $600 in profit in the account. Once I get up to maybe 1,000, I'll probably cash out some. All right, so AMD's getting up there. Let me see. We get up to 21. Like I said, I could use this 27 level as my risk, and so it's about 6 cents for AMD. I like that level. I could also use 30 right here. That one looks reasonable too. All right. Gotta watch MU though. MU's the big one I have to watch, and we might not get the drop. I guess the reason I'm more so frustrated is because I saw the fade on CGC and I hesitated. And so then I kept watching it, and then the second one I got into didn't work. And so that's one of the hardest parts of trading is watching a pattern follow through that you didn't enter. And then after that, you're kind of emotionally down from it, I think. And so that's another thing I got to work on. It's just hesitation. Look at the market, though. So the market's at the VWAP here. Yeah, man. Hopefully, brother. Yeah, I mean, I got a solid cushion, man. I've got like a $600-700 cushion in this account, and so I can't let the small time swings get to me. I think if I have another losing trade, I'll probably just hang it up so I can have a green week. But we'll see. You know, I'll give it some time. We'll try it. CBD helps me stay calm, though. All right. It's gotta be weird. Look at MU just rip here. MU's just ripping up. Part of it, can I explain why I hesitated? Part of it is that I noticed the pattern a little bit too late. So by the time I noticed the pattern and I got ready to enter, it kind of washed out before I could really take advantage of it. And so I don't think I was mindful enough of CGC while the pattern was forming there. And then by the time I saw it, it kind of flushed down to where my entry and my risk reward wouldn't have been good enough, you know. It happens. You know, you're going to miss stuff every day. Yeah, the SPY's testing those highs up there at 298.10. That's like the overall market. Yeah. So like that is what the market is doing today. And so we've dropped a lot, and we had a lot of like downward movement at the open. What is on my glasses, man? Look at this. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm still waiting for AMD to pull back there. The SPY's at the VWAP too. And see, there goes AMD dropping down. I'm not going to take it if it bounces back up now, so I'm just going to move on to something else. Appreciate the sub, Ronan. Welcome, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the subscribe, brother. Yeah, guys, remember to hit the subscribe button. Win or lose, we day trade live every single day at the open. We trade live, so we can't fake anything. If you guys want to see what it's actually like for a day trader trading the market, hit that subscribe button. Click the bell if you want to turn on notifications and get an alert every time we go live as well, guys. So hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all the support. There goes AMD. Unfortunate. And today it's just one of those things. Like, what you got to understand, guys, to quote my man Mark Douglas, is that you get a random distribution of wins and losses in the market, right? So like with any specific strategy, you're going to have a random distribution of successful instances and then failed instances, right? And some days you're just going to get unlucky, and even if it worked more times than it failed on that particular day, sometimes you're just going to get unlucky and pick the ones that didn't work. You know, like for me in this case, like AMD worked, the first fade on CGC worked, a lot of other fades I saw happen today, and then the one trade I got into was the one that squeezed up. So some days you're just going to get unlucky, you know. But I also think that I let the first fade that I missed on CGC affect me a little bit. But yeah, there goes AMD. Would have worked. This second one would have worked out well. I just missed that one. All right, there's the
All
SPY
right.
squeezing up. Yeah, but if AMD gets back up there, I'm just not going to be interested in it because it's already. If it gets back up there, it's too horizontal. You know, it's too parallel with the first fade, right? Like when I see a fade, I want to see like a downward move. So I want to see it put in a lower high, right? On this one, it didn't put in a lower high. This is a higher high right here. So you see that? So like that, if it bounces up now, it's actually putting in a higher high, which is a bullish sentiment. So if it gets back up there, some traders might see that as a long signal and they might jump in, which will squeeze the stock up, which is not what I want. And so I want the stock to continually put in lower lows on the way to the bounce to the VWAP because that puts in a bearish sentiment, lower lows, lower highs, you know, which is what we got now. So we did get a lower low here.
Yeah.
And so that's what I wanted to see. Now if it pulls back, I'll consider it, but it's already faded twice too. Yeah, man, he's the realist, man. Unfortunately, he passed away a while back, but yeah, man, he's the realist. A lot of good content from him. A lot of great content. A lot of good trading content for sure. Yeah, look at the fade on AMD. Beautiful second fade. All right, maybe MU for a bounce, but not looking that great. ENPH. If it can get rejected under 75, I might consider it. It's got a big spread, though.
All right.
Yeah, I
Think
might
I
watch it now if it gets back up to 18.
think I've been muted for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering. You were quiet, man. I was like, what happened
Yeah.
to Mitch?
I was talking to myself here, you know. I'm long on here on AMRN.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
see
I'll throw
what we
you up
get
while I'm
here.
waiting on stuff.
Oh. All right, so this is what I'm seeing holding, guys. So we got this pattern. We got a long-term pattern. Pushes up to resistance there at 620. Big time resistance at 620. Then we got support underneath it at the 16. Looking for it to rip through this 1610, then start getting on up there.
Oh, man. I had to calm down a little bit from that first trade, man.
It's normal. It's
Yeah.
normal. You just gotta breathe through it, get your focus back, and then you can find a good trade. I think, the emotions definitely are big time different,
Oh,
and
for sure.
just gotta learn to adapt. That's all it is. It's gonna take a little while.
Yeah.
That's why we definitely don't recommend traders that are brand new to kind of do what we're doing and pushing the limits on your skill. And that's really what happens when you go into bigger and bigger sizing. You push your limits. When you push your limits, of course, sometimes you are going to fall down, but you just got to pick yourself back up and just keep trading because, if this is really what you want to do, you got to stick to the system and keep working that system until you develop something that works for you.
Right. I'm looking at ENPH here. If ENPH gets down there, I might consider that one too. It's just about where I want to set my risk. I couldn't take that one with 1,000 shares, I don't think. SPY's getting
EMPH.
rejected.
I'll take a look at it, but there you go.
JP, CHV. We'll see what that one brings us to. Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting. I'm trying to be patient now. Gonna look at MU too. Yeah, AMD was beautiful fade, man. That was the biggest one. I'm a little disappointed I missed.
Hey, it happens. It was a quick one.
Yep.
Wasn't I saying
It
that
was
this was gonna
quick decisions.
It was gonna do something.
No, you were right about MU though. My wife actually stopped me from getting in MU, and look at the squeeze up it did. So she was right about MU. She said, "Look, that one looks like it's gonna go up," and she was right, man. So you did
My
it.
first
Right.
like
Right.
accurate.
Your pick, right?
Yeah.
You guessed right.
Good work.
Yeah, my wife's here for emotional support today. Maybe I should have let her trade though. You know. Maybe I would have done better.
I don't know how much better I would have done, but I'm starting to understand it more though.
Yeah, you do it good.
Hey, day's not over.
Right. Yeah, it's still really early actually. We're only 30 minutes into the market day, so like we still got a lot of time.
Yep.
And so it's just
Focusing
about
on the
slow.
system.
Right.
Exactly. Finding a good A+ trade to get into. That's all you can do. All you can do is worrying about getting yourself in the right setups. If it plays out or not, you can't really think about that, you know. And that's the hard part, you know. Bigger size, of course. Everyone thinks about it, and that's normal.
Right. It's tough, man. It's tough.
It's nothing to run away from, but it's more like, all right, this is what I'm supposed to feel when I trade with 1,000 shares.
Well, it's like I could have a perfect week, man. I could have a perfect week, and then one losing trade, and my emotions just gone. I'm like, oh, I'm a terrible trader. What am I gonna do? You know, all da da da. And so it's like the mental game is what affects you the most, man. It's like I said, I could have a perfect week up to this point, and then if I have one losing trade, I'm just done mentally. You know.
Yep. It's definitely gets difficult to kind of stay with the right execution as you grow in size, and that's to any trader. So what we have to do is always just go back to the basics, and that's focusing on the execution of your strategy. Whether it goes right or wrong, if you can look back at your trades and be like, okay, I traded it like that. That's how I want to trade. All right. I mean, it didn't go my way. You can't look at your trades negative there. Right there, you got to look at your trades positive, because as long as you're executing the system, that's really what puts us in the green. Right. It's not really that we're just guessing correctly and all of a sudden we just become perfect at guessing. That's not really what happens here. What happens is that eventually you get to the point where you're not letting the emotions affect your system and you trade the system consistently.
Right. Yeah, and that's why it's like somebody said earlier I should scale back down. I shouldn't scale up in size or whatever because my emotions are too big. And I understand that to a certain extent, and I agree with that to a certain extent. But I think that the way I am, I think everybody's different, and I think the way I am is that I need to get used to the larger sizing. This is the first week I've taken this size, and so I think that as time goes on and I get used to taking wins and losses with this share size, it's going to become a lot easier. But if I just get scared and go back down because of my emotions, then I'm never going to get used to it, and it's going to be it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And so I just want to get used to it, regardless of whether I win or lose. I just got to get used to the larger sizing. That's the only thing. Is like I just got to get used to it.
I agree. Whether winning or losing, we're gonna get through it, and that's what matters.
Right.
There's only one way to do it, guys. Really, you can do it in paper trading as many times as you want, but once you're live, it's a whole nother game.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's see if we can get some volume to pick up.
I might look at BILI if it gets up there. Look at SQ, had a beautiful fade there too. HTZ. I don't mind HTZ here. BILI either. It's confusing that you hype up Mark Douglas but still talk about emotions. He's anti-emotions. Yeah, but doesn't, even if he's anti-emotions, doesn't he still talk about emotions? What are you talking about, bro? So if Mark Douglas is anti-emotion and I'm talking about emotions, does that mean that if I'm anti-emotion, does that mean I can't talk about emotions? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the goal in trading is to not have any emotions, but that's not a realistic expectation. You're always going to have emotions. The goal is to try to curb those emotions as much as you can, but they're always going to be there. And that's something Mark Douglas said as well. So, you know, like I said, emotions are going to be there. It's just about working on limiting them and trying to, you know, make them smaller. I'm not saying a lot of emotions are good. I'm just saying that when you scale up in size, emotion's going to be there, and your goal as a trader is to get used to that instead of letting it kind of dictate what you're doing.
100%. I mean, I think it, you know, doesn't matter what mentor you have, you're always going to kind of run into where you have to work to get to being like your mentor. It's not that you just automatically read a book and become a perfect trader.
Right.
I mean, hey, if it was that easy, you guys wouldn't
Everybody
see me
be
on
doing
the
it.
stream. I would be reading.
Yeah.
I've read many trading books, guys. Many books also on psychological aspects of emotion. At the end of the day, the only person that can work that kind of skill is yourself.
Right.
So you have to kind of work at it. It's kind of like doing a sport. You're not just going to wake up one day and get to the NFL.
Right.
You have to work at it, and it has to be something that you do consistently.
Right.
All right, guys, getting some strength, at least in AMRN. Any pullback here, we'll be adding.
All right, I'm looking at BILI here. If we can get up to 70, I might risk off of like 73. Or if we can get up to like 69, 68, I might risk off of like 73 or so. We'll see if we can get up there, though. It's a big if. But I like the pattern. There's 66. Because I like the 70 resisted. So like if we get up to 68, 67, 68, I'll probably take it. Market's flushing a little bit here too. I might jump in with 500 shares right here and then scale into it. I think I let my emotions get into me a little bit here because I wanted to get in at 67 and it dropped too quick and I still got stubborn with it and entered the trade.
That happens. Don't stress.
I'm just going to try to add to it, like I said, up to 68 or so.
Yeah.
Market's flushing, so. Yeah, a little bit. But it's going to have some support here at like 59. Yeah, there's gnats, right? They're everywhere, man.
It's that time of year.
Yeah. SPA's down. Right. Yeah, for sure, man. Oh.
Whoa.
I'm dropping my vape, man. Nerves, bro. Nerves, brother.
That's just how it goes, man. Just take it easy, brother.
TQQQ.
Don't stress it. Part of going to 1,000 shares is taking big hits.
Right. It's part of the process, bro.
It's just part of it.
Yeah, I see it. Thanks.
Another day.
I feel like, isn't it if it goes up, that's when.
Yeah, but I'm trying to add into this one. Like, it's still got a long way to go. You know?
Oh, okay.
And so I'm still okay. Yeah, AMD is the one that got away today, unfortunately.
Hey.
Right now we're just looking at the market though, is what we're doing. Like the market is kind of pivoting back and forth between like the VWAP. We're just looking for the market to flush, so that'll help pull the trade I'm in down, you know. If the market flushes, this should flush also. Yeah.
You're talking about like it
Dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if it drops, then 3 out of 4 stocks follow the market, right? So any mid cap stock, it's typically going to follow the market a certain extent, especially if the market gets like a big fall down, like a big flush down, right? Most stocks are going to react somewhat. The market's going to have a little bit of sway over most stocks, especially mid and high cap stocks.
Yeah.
You know. There's 61s. So this is just kind of a feeler trade. Not really super significant right now. Maybe AMD if it gets back up there. But like I said, it's all going to be dependent on what the market itself does here. Market's kind of battling. Yeah, for sure. Size definitely gets to me, and it's at this point it's about getting used to it, so my emotions aren't as bad, right? But I got to get used to it, and if I never take it, then I'm never gonna get used to it, you know.
Exactly, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, what we're trying to do here is to teach you guys from experience.
Right.
You know, no one's saying that we're perfect here. The
Yep.
idea is for you guys to learn from our imperfections, and also when we show you guys strength
What we do right.
in trading these plans, teach you that, hey, this is what you want to be doing.
Right.
You know, we have weeks where we go green, and there's going to be days where it goes red. The key is sticking to the system consistently.
All right, I'm watching the market, and I think we're gonna get a flush here. But if we get a bounce, I gotta be mindful of the stocks I'm in. I just think I'm at the bottom of the range now. That's the only unfortunate thing for this one. Like I'm right at 62 and 63, which is just at the bottom of the range. So we could try to get down to 55 or so, but I'm just at the bottom of the range, which is not good. But if the market flush, we still might get a drop down to these lows. But we're just too close to the bottom, I think. Get a squeeze up here. Yeah, TQQQ doesn't look like that bad. I'm watching that one too. All right, there goes AMD testing the lows again. What? No, yeah. I appreciate it. All right, we're down to 61 now. All right, 61. All right, small gain so far on this one. I'm also looking at TQQQ. All right, we're down to 61. We're going to see if we can break 60 here and break down. That's the goal. $61s. LCI. Yeah, LCI had a killer VWAP bounce. All right, well, there we go. There's the bounce for BILI here. It may bounce right now, but we're going to let it work. Never got to add to it, unfortunately, but We're going to try to let these 500 shares work down to like 53s or so. So we can get this low of the day bounce is what we want to see. It also depends on what the SPY does here. SPY's back up to the top of the range. It is below the previous day's close, which is good. SPY squeezing up some too. Probably hold the rest break even now, but I like the drop in BILI. It's just right around the lows. All right, I'm going to see how this reacts to the SPY squeezing up, but I'm going to get prepared to exit this one if it does go anywhere, just to get out for a quick scalp. Not a scalp really, but just a quick trade, because the SPY is testing the highs right now. And so if BILI gets affected by that, I have to be wary of it. It's at the bottom of the range though, so it looks good, but I'm gonna get out. Quick $20 scalp. Maybe got out too early. I actually wanted to exit half of that, but a little scalp. We're gonna move on from that one. I just got a wrong position. I got in at the bottom of the range, and so I don't really like where my risk reward is, and so I just got out. I'm gonna try to reset, look at some other stuff here. Roku might be a VWAP rejection coming up, and so I'm gonna look at Roku. But yeah, I never got my full sizing with that one, and I also was in the bottom of the range, so I'll take it. Small gain, but I'm gonna move on from that one. Yeah, I probably should have held there. I did notice that, but if we get a squeeze up, I'll add back to it. But for now, I gotta just focus on other stuff. Yeah, it's alright, baby. If you want to go, you can.
Alright.
Alright, guys. My wife's gonna leave. Everybody, thank her for joining us again today. She did good. She saved me once or twice with MU. She saved me once or twice with MU. She helped me out a little bit, guys. And so everybody tell my wife bye. Any questions for my wife before we get started? We can maybe do like 2 or 3 minutes of Q&A with my wife. Any questions?
I'm starting to get it now, though.
Yeah.
So.
What's up, Todd? Hey, thanks, bro. You're going to take her place, bro?
There you go. Todd will hold your hand.
Right, man. Thanks, man. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, like I said, we just try to put it all out there, win or lose. And so sometimes we're gonna win, sometimes we're gonna lose, and that's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Love
you.
Love you. Thank you.
All right. Bye, y'all.
I said see you
I
next
agree,
time.
Jose.
Thanks for coming.
All
All right, baby. Thank you. All right. Now I got a little bit more room here.
I agree with Jose. Posting up some quotes from Mark Douglas. I mean, at the end of the day, when you take a trade, it's just like kind of paying the risk up front. I like the way that Mark Douglas thinks about it. When you pay the risk up front, you're already assuming that this is how much it's going to cost me to take a trade. And sometimes it's not going to go your way. Sometimes it's going to cost money to find out that you were wrong.
Yep.
But that's just the truth. And you're not always going to be right. There's
Right.
no 100% trader. And the real key is understanding, so, hey, what worked for me? What works for me is probably going to be a low accuracy because I want to trade a strategy that's high accuracy, but that I know that I'm not going to execute to that level. So the level is always going to go down from where the strategy starts off. If your strategy starts off, let's say 70% accurate when you tested it. Okay. So now you have to already think, hey, if it starts off at 70%, I'm probably not going to be perfect at that 70%. I might trade it to 60% or 50% accurate.
Right.
And that's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with there. But what you need to do there is calculate what we call mathematical edge. Mathematical edge is trading with the right P and L ratio. So you want to go ahead and figure out, hey, if I'm going to be 50% accurate, I have to at least trade for a 2-to-1, because that 2-to-1 is going to put me into the green after I make that loss. And that's really what you need to figure out, is how can I figure out my risk, the right risk to reward, so that my accuracy levels are correct.
Yeah. So Young's asking if I'm still in BILI. I got out. I got out of it, and the reason I got out of it, regardless of what it does now, is because of my risk reward. Right. The reason I got out is because I got in right around the bottom of the range, and it just wasn't the best entry for me. It was at the bottom of the range. I ended up. I wanted to add to it, and it never bounced. And looking at my entry, it was just in the middle of the range, which is never where I want to be. It's something Mitch talks about a lot, and so. Once I saw a little bit of profit, I just jumped out of it really quick, and I'm just going to reset. If it bounces back up there, I'll consider it, but for now, it's at the bottom of the range. So, and remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. But no, what Mitch is talking about is absolutely true. It's one of those things where you gotta get used to it, and you gotta understand, you gotta accept your risk, because if you don't accept your risk, your emotions are going to dictate what you do, and that's never the right move. Remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button, though. We day trade live on stream every single weekday, and so we day trade live on stream, showing you guys what it's actually like to day trade the markets live. And so if you want to see us trade again, hit the subscribe button. We do it every week. Also, if you want to use the same platform as us, TradeNet does have a sale before the World Series of Trading, of day trading, and the sale gets you a huge amount off the intro package. So you can get the intro package for $350. It comes with a funded account with 14K in buying power, and it's very similar to a prop firm, right? And so with the intro package, you pay for the package. It's not a deposit. You're paying for that package, but it comes with a day trading course. It comes with a demo account to trade with for a few weeks when you first get started. It comes with access to their chat room, and then the funded account. And like I said, the funded account, there's no PDT rule. You could day trade as much as you want with this. And so it's a very interesting package, and I think it's one of the ways that new traders can specifically get started for cheap. And they can short stocks. Most of the time, new traders aren't able to short because they need $2,000 in a margin account, right? But on here, you could pay $350 and actually be able to short anything that's tradable. And so I think it makes sense. There is a $700 max loss because, like I said, it's like a prop firm. There's a $700 max loss on the funded account, and there's a profit split of 70-30. But you're only paying $350 for it for a $700 max loss. And so you're getting twice as much to actually, lose. And I think it just makes sense.
Definitely. One thing I would say about it is, like we talking about today, one of the most important things is that transition from paper to live. And that transition to paper to live, how much is it going to cost you? How much is it going to cost you to become consistent? And the reason why we promote this account is because it's not going to be as kind of detrimental to your capital overall, because you're only using $300 to get started. And this gives you an ability to go ahead and trade live every single day, create those emotions that you need to get over so that you can get to that consistency.
Yep.
One of the things we're not telling you is that this account is going to be the savior account. This is not going to be the Lamborghini account. For maybe some traders that could be true. Some traders can nail it that well on the first time, but what we're trying to tell you is that this is a learning account. This is the account that you can go ahead and take to get yourself to that next level, and really not paper trade anymore, because paper trading is only as good as you get to live. And then if you can't reproduce it live, then hey. And one of the things that we always talk about is using small share size, and TradeNet gives you that ability. Because if you're using like 300 shares, you're only paying $3 round trip.
Right. Yeah, it's just one of the ways you can experience like a live account, an actual live account, and get used to it. And like I said, some people are going to be able to turn it into and make some money with it. But where it really shines is allowing traders to get started and really understand, what it feels like to trade live. Because there's a huge difference between paper trading and live money. And this is one of the ways that you can actually learn to do it, have pressure on you, and take the time with small size. Because you're going to learn more from experience than anything else in the market. Experience is going to teach you the most. But most traders jump in, they take 1,000 shares, 500, 1,000 shares when they first get started, and then they lose their account and they never gain any experience. And so what happens is they just keep losing. They don't actually have the experience, and it ends up hurting them. And so I think this is one of the ways that the bundle for new traders just makes sense, I think. Of course, maybe I'm biased because we post links for them, but I think the bundle makes sense. All right, I'm going to jump in with 500 shares of AMD here. If we can get up to 97. I'm going to jump in with 500 shares and then try to add a little bit more if we can get up to like 90 or 31 or so. I'll try to add a little bit more. But we'll see if this fade works out. Awareness, man. I'm in the middle of trading, bro. Yeah, unsubscribe if you want, man. Unsubscribe if you want, man. Don't be a little kid and demand attention, and then if I don't answer you, you just throw a fit, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm in a trade right now, man. Ask me once I'm done trading, and I'll answer it, But, like, don't just demand attention. I don't even know what you asked, man. We got 160 people in here, bro. I'm sorry if I can't give you targeted attention, man. Come on. Let me see. What did he need to say? How long is she trading? I don't know. She's trading a week. A week, maybe. All right, so we got a little bit of a fade here for AMD. Right, 100%. Nothing beats experience in the market. Experience is going to trump everything. Courses, gurus, mentorship, whatever you want to call it. Experience is going to trump all of that. And you're going to make more, and you're going to learn more from experience than anything else in the market, because nothing can recreate real trading. Nothing can recreate it, We're talking about my wife, Sid. My wife was here a little bit earlier. Rewind it to the open. You'll see my wife. But yeah, my wife traded with us this morning. And she's since done trading. But yeah, that's who he's talking about, is my wife. My wife's been joining us on stream a little bit lately. All right, AMD squeezing up here. We'll see. Still too early. Like I said, if it gets up to 31, I'm not super unhappy. I can probably scale in. But I also got to watch the market and see what the market does, because if the market starts to break highs, it might not be super favorable for me. So we'll see what AMD does, though.
I'd see with some pretty good fades today. That one does it continuously. That's one that I'd definitely add to the watch list.
Yeah, well, no, I got a cup right here. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Actually, no, probably not, because it's probably a little too cold. Here, it's fun. Yeah, I had a cup. Oh, whatever. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you. All right.
If you need to heat that up, though, don't put it in the microwave, okay? Because it's got, hey,
What?
if you need to heat it up, don't put it in the microwave.
Here, I'm not heating it.
Alright.
Thank you, though.
Love you.
All right. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you got a question, best time to ask the question is going to be after we're done trading, right? When we're right in the heat of trading, we're not going to
Yeah.
be we're not going to be answering many questions when we're, especially if we're in a trade already. We're just not going to be answering many questions, and so just try to be understanding about that. If we don't get to your question immediately, don't force it. Don't pressure and force and then whine about it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You
we're
know, one of the key things also is I'm not at my home. I don't have the multiple screens. Sometimes I can help out John a little bit more, pay attention to the chat when I'm not trading. But at the end of the day, guys, once we're in the market and we're live, we're trying to teach you guys from experience. So it's really going to take away from your experience if we're focusing on the chat.
right. Yeah, I mean, this is the largest share size I've ever really taken, and so I'm gonna be way more emotional right now, guys. So like I said, answering questions is not something that I'm gonna have much time to do right now. You know what I mean? And so it's just you just gotta let me trade. Understand my emotions might be all over the place. Understand I might not answer that many questions today because this is larger size than I've ever really taken. So just try to be understanding. We got 150 people here, so we might not answer your question, and that should be very understandable. Yeah, SPY's moving up, which I thought AMD might get affected by that on the upside, but it's actually dropping since then, which is good. Never got my ad size. It would need to get up to like 98 or so to add to it. Never really got the ad. There's 91s, 90s, 89s. Let's get that flush down here. I'm going to go ahead and take 250 off here. Just take it slow. Hold the other 250. Just kind of dwindling down my loss on the day a little bit. There's 86s. Only down $38, so I could probably take another swing with 1,000 shares after this. We'll see. I'm just gonna jump out here, guys. I tried to jump out there. All right, I'm gonna get out there. So small $35 gain. Maybe gonna add to it. Should have taken 1,000 shares, but it is what it is. I'm kind of looking at Roku here. Like I said, I know myself well enough to know like I had a losing trade, a few trades at the open, and I know I'm kind of scurrying back down to small size. But the next trade I'll take 1,000 shares as long as the range is reasonable enough. Appreciate the sub, Israel. Welcome, bro. Guys, I have one question. How long is its need to learn trading?
Well, learning it and being profitable are two different things.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Learning it could probably take, I say, what do you say, John? Six months?
You could probably learn how to trade in like 2 or 3 months, really. Like you could probably learn how to trade, but being profitable and finding strategies and learning how to manage trades is going to take, I'd say, minimum a year, probably a little bit longer than that.
Yeah. I say, um, well, let's just tell you a little bit from my experience. I'm reaching year 4 of trading. Year 4 of trading will be here in November. And with that, I feel like every year I've adapted certain skills in trading to another level. First year was really focusing on patterns, finding the patterns that are out there, the strategies that are out there. I think when you're a first time trader, there's so many different strategies that you kind of get a little overwhelmed and you're looking at every single pattern there is out there in the book. And you finally start getting a little bit more honing down your skill level as you reach through that first year. And then you really start looking into year 2. Year 2 is when you're really starting to try to get that profitability. This is usually when traders really start taking their live accounts and taking the steps needed to find out, whoa, Emotions really do affect us as a trader. And then once you get into year 3, that's really when I started learning more about time and sales, level 2, and really adjusting my eyes to looking for price action. And then once you get that price action down, I think it's just a matter of combining all the skills, because that's how trading is. You might get better in one area and then slowly fade away in another area. So you really have to learn how to combine everything.
Right. You want to see how much emotions come into play, though? You want to see how much emotions genuinely affect your outcomes in trading? So remember, guys, today I took about a 10-cent per share loss, or a 20-cent per share loss on CGC this morning. So I lost about $100 on one trade. That first trade affected my mindset so much that I've actually made 2 profitable trades after that, and I'm still down on the day. That's how much emotions come into play. And I could recognize that for sure. If I would have stuck with the consistent share size, then and actually held the stocks to my reward targets, then I would be well into the profits today, because I've actually had more winning trades than losing trades. All this week, I've traded about 6 times. I've had 1 losing trade. And I'm still well into the profits on the week. But that's how much the mental side gets you. That's how much the mental side affects you. And I can be real about that, and you can learn from my mistakes today, guys.
All right, guys. AMRN finally breaking out here, guys. Finally getting a breakout here. We're going to look to sell here as it gets to 1620 or 1618s. We'll sell some of it, take some profit, and look for that extension through.
AMD's getting back up there, too. Yeah, if you jump in something, let me know. I'll throw you up.
Yeah, I'm still sitting in AMRN.
Oh,
Trying
yeah?
to put it up. Just been sitting in it for like near 20 minutes now. Never wanted to break down, so
Yeah.
just giving it a chance here to really give me that gain.
Yeah, the menace. Yeah, the menace. The big thing, bro. Appreciate it, bro. It's a solid ratio. It's a solid. The ratio today was terrible. You know, my risk reward ratio today was terrible because I went 2-1 today so far, and I'm still down on the day. But my ratio for the week is great. I'm like 6-1 this week, and so I'm maintaining about an accuracy rate of, what is that? 1-6, better than 80%. I'm over 80% in accuracy, which is great. You know, I'm definitely happy. First week I've scaled up to this big, so it's been fine. But today I let the emotions get to me a little bit, which is okay.
Yep, it's normal.
Yep. And the cool thing is that I streamed it all live. That's my favorite thing about this. That's something I'm really proud of, is that, like I said, I stream it all live and I'm actually profitable. And that's something I'm super proud of, because I know there's a big stigma in the trading world about whether day trading can be profitable. And I think I'm kind of proof that it can be. I do it all live. I can't fake this if I wanted to, because every day I'm streaming at the open. Can't fake it if I wanted to. So something I'm really proud of as well, you know. So people can hate on me. They can say whatever they want. But when you go 5 for 6 and stream it all live, they can't really say much, you know.
Definitely true.
I'm only down now. I'm down $43. I'm down $43.
Nothing. 4 cents.
Right.
That's what I want you to always kind of go back to, John. Try to get in the habit of when you talk about your unrealized, call it out in cents also.
Right.
So really, I'm down 4 cents with 1,000 shares.
Yeah, man. It's
And doesn't that make it seem a lot like less risk?
Yeah.
You're only down 4 cents for the day, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's insignificant.
It makes it sound different. It
Right.
makes it sound different if you really focus it on just the 4 cents. I know the day probably is a lot more stressful than that, you know.
Yeah.
But if we really think about it for what it is, you're only down 4 cents on the day.
Right.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That is, with 1,000 shares, that is nothing.
It's an insignificant amount for sure.
Yeah. And so one of the keys is always remembering, hey guys, how much am I really down in cents wise? How much do I have to come back in cents wise?
Right.
If you're down 60 cents on the day, that's probably a day to end the day. That's not a day that you're thinking, oh, well, I'm going to make back 60 cents on the next trade.
Right.
You know? And so you have to adjust. You have to always kind of think about the cents per trade. I think that's such an important factor in your psychology
Right.
because realized and unrealized, whichever way they go, when they're super in the green, you feel super excited, you get that ecstasy feeling. And when you're super in the red, you're definitely not going to like yourself.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so, um, and one of the things is this, like some traders do, they take away all the money. They don't even pay attention to the amount
A
they're making.
P&L. Right.
Yeah. And there's a reason why. Because they know that no matter what, if their P&L is in their corner, they either rush to profits or they let their losers go too big because they're looking at that
Right.
versus looking at the trade itself, letting the trade itself determine whether you're in or out. And that's all we can do.
Right. Yeah, man. And it's a process constantly, but
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. I can't be greedy here. Like I said, like if you look at my trader view, guys, like this is my trader view right now, guys. So look at this. So this is my week so far.
Yeah, I'm proud, man. I
I
mean,
forgot to upload.
coming from where we came from, I think one point before I traded with you, we were down at and this was before I traded more than a year ago, but we were trading at like what 50 shares,
Yeah, man.
100
10
shares.
shares sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, think about the difference, you know.
Yep.
We're moving on up. You know,
Right.
it might not be perfect, but there's only one way to move up.
Right. Wait, I'm missing third. Oh, I'm missing the fourth. That's what I'm missing. I was like, man. Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm
just,
glad. I'm glad that everyone's been able to see kind of the growth
right.
process.
What it's actually like. Yeah, somebody mentioned it the other day. The beautiful thing about this channel is that you can see what it's actually like. You can see the real emotions there, and like that's the cool thing about it is that you can actually see what it's really like for somebody to evolve as a trader, right? Because when I first started trading, if you look at my old videos, I was terrible, man. I was absolutely terrible. I was the worst trader ever. You know, if you go back watch my really old videos from Sure Trader, I was just the worst trader ever. I didn't. I was just losing money, man. And I acted like I knew what I was talking about back then, and I'd post videos, but I was just a terrible trader. And so it's cool to grow in front of everybody, and people can kind of see what evolving as a trader looks like. And so I'm at the point now where this is my last week in trading. You know, except for today, I'm down like $40. But overall, let's see, 124 plus 85 is about 110 or 210 plus 102, which would be about 310, minus 40, which would be about 270. And so about 270 in gross profits this week since I scaled up. So I'll take it. Not a bad week. Not a bad week for sure. I appreciate it. Yeah, Young said, yeah, you're doing a good job, bro. Definitely with learning yourself with emotions and going live doesn't help at all. It would make me more emotional. Oh, 100%. Trading in front of 150 people definitely does not cut down. It definitely does not cut down on the pressure. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. It doesn't improve accuracy.
Right.
Let's just say
We'll
that.
say that, you know. Yeah, trading in front of a few hundred people, never. I'm so used to it by now because all I ever do is trade in front of people, you know.
Yeah,
like, I don't ever trade without people.
You know, that's the thing that some gurus can't even do. A lot of gurus out there are still just posting up videos and don't trade completely live. They do
Right.
like this kind of half live where I'll let you know the positions, but kind of after I'm in it,
Right.
a good once I'm up, you know, a good $200-300, I can let you know where I'm at.
Right. Then I'm gonna kick the stream up. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, listen, I get it. Like I said, the reason most people don't live stream is because it's gonna severely hurt their brand. Right? They would rather cherry pick their winners, upload those winners, and say, "Look how much money I made today." Even though they might have 4 losses and 1 winner, they're gonna upload that 1 winning trade and be like, "Look how much money I made. Look how great I am as a trader." Right? That's what the trading world consists of. You know.
Yep. And that's normal. It's going to continue being like that. And one thing that we do, guys, we trade from the beginning of the open till when we close down. And if there's anything that we do after, you always have video for it.
Right.
We're always posting up our positions on our Discord. I don't know if you guys have our Discord, but our Discord really gets you guys connection with us after the chat room. You know, this is when we're live streaming. We're a little bit more focused on trading. But when we're in the chat room, is really when you can access all those 100 questions. I know there was someone earlier that we kind of, we didn't really mean to put you down or anything because you were asking a lot of questions.
Right.
But this wasn't the right moment.
You're right.
And so the Discord really is that place for that. That's where you can go ahead and access any questions you like. You can go ahead and let us know how you feel or what you want to learn about, and we can make videos about that. And that's really what we're here for, guys. We're here for you guys.
Right.
If not, I think John and I would trade off stream and we'd do a lot better. But what we try to do is teach you guys the experience of a real trader going through the ups and the downs.
Yep.
And that's life.
And they're both going to be there, I don't care what people say, you're going to lose in trading. I don't care what the gurus tell you. There's the Discord link if you want it. I don't care what the gurus tell you, man. You're going to lose. And you're going to lose. You better just get used to losing in trading because you're going to lose, man. And eventually you'll be profitable. But especially the first 6 months of your trading career, man, I don't care what the guru told you. I don't care if the guru said, hey, if you buy my course, you'll be able to pay your bills next month. I don't care what they say. It's generally going to take a year at least. And you're going to lose money that entire year most of the time. And so the best thing you can do as a new trader is just have a reasonable expectation for that, because that's what's going to happen. Listen, there's outliers. There's going to be outliers that do it successfully. Most of the time it's just beginner's luck though. And most of the time they're going to, most of the time they take big size and they get lucky and they make enough money to have a cushion enough to keep going. But, most of the time it's going to take at least a year, solid year, and like I said, that's why most traders on social media are just nonsense. It's just nonsense, right? The ones that live stream every day, I can respect. The ones that live stream every day, I can respect. But again, it's very few. Very few. And like I said, you want to use the same platform as us. One thing I respect about Mir with TradeNet is that he live streams every day. And so regardless of what you want to say about the dude, at least he's transparent, and you can't hate on that, And so if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here. We do have a sale. This is one of the ways we keep the stream free. We live stream every day for free and trade the open for free. We upload our classes for free. And if you want to help support our channel and show your appreciation for that, and if you're interested in using the same platform or broker as us, go check them out. There's currently a sale on intro packages. You can get them for $350. And that comes with a day trading course, a demo account to trade with for a few weeks, access to their chat room, and then once you're approved for the funded account, it comes with 14,000 in buying power to trade with, no PDT rule. You can day trade in short stocks as much as you want. And again, I think commissions are pretty cheap if you use small size. If
First profits there, guys.
Oh,
taking first profits.
Here, let me throw you up.
First profits taking an AMRN here. Taking that 116 off. So at the very worst for the day, I'll be down $100. Let's go ahead and let's try to get this to break out through the 1620s. 116.18. The bid was there at 16.17. Can't get picky about 1 cent. Take the trade and set yourself up to relieve the emotion in the trade. Right. Now I have relief in the emotion. I still have a lot of sizing still here to make a lot of money if this breaks out, and I'm going to give it the chance to get this sudden surge of volume. One of the confidence things that I'm having here is there's a lot of volume that came into the stock as it's approaching the high of the day, and that's what we want to see. Volume pick up as it's going to the high of the day breakout.
But yeah, if you want to use the same platform as us, I posted the link in the chat if you want to use them. There's some big benefits to using them. 14,000 in buying power. No PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. It's a great way to help support our channel as well. And it operates like a prop firm. And so there's a 70-30 split. And there's also a 70-30 split. And there's also a $700 max loss. And so if you go under 13,300, they close you down. But you're paying $350, so you're getting twice as much. And I think the risk reward just makes sense. To be fair, I think most traders are going to lose that first account as well. But I think this is just a much cheaper way to get started. And it's one of the ways that you can get started for cheap. Actually be able to short stocks because most new traders can't short because you need a margin account. And so it's just a cheaper way to get started. And I think the risk reward makes a lot of sense. And so there's the link in the chat if you want to check that out. But no, AMRN is looking solid for you, brother. Let me see. See,
Just hanging out.
Mitch is a much more patient trader than I am. Just much more patient.
Well, one of the things I try to do is like I talked about earlier, just remind myself of the cents.
Right.
Um, I was down 10 cents in one stock, 14 cents in the other. I was risking 15 cents in that one. I got out at the right point. That's what needs to matter, guys. What needs to matter is your execution of the strategy, not really the results you get from it.
Right.
Because if you focus on the results, sometimes there's just a trader that knocks your trade out. I talk about this in a couple of videos that we have. It only takes one trader to really change the pattern.
Right.
And so you can't really look at yourself and beat yourself up because the pattern changed. It's just life,
Oh, man.
Sometimes when you flip a coin, it's going to go tails. Sometimes it's going to go heads. And what you need to do is figure out, how can I take a system? I don't know about you guys, but when I flip a coin, I always choose tails. I created a system for myself. Regardless if it's going to work, I should be 50% accurate if I stick to tails. And so that's kind of the way you need to look at trading. I don't know if you guys like that analogy, but that's really the way it needs to be.
Oh,
I feel like I have some edge sometimes even flipping a coin.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I just realized, guys, and don't make fun of me. I just realized that I misspelled accuracy in my thumbnail. I said accuracy. I forgot the A in accuracy. I just realized that too. I was making it this morning. I was rushing. I just realized I misspelled accuracy, guys.
No
Yep.
stress. We won't kill you too much,
Right.
John.
I know how to spell. I know how to spell accuracy. I know how to spell it, but
Yeah,
I misspelled it.
this is my blog writer, guys. I let John write the blogs, so I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, man. It is what it is.
I could say John's a better writer than me for sure.
It's all in the thumb. Yeah, whatever. So
I
yeah,
think
you're
people
green
will
on the day
enjoy it.
now. You're green on the day, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm just letting it work here, guys.
Right.
I'm not trying to focus on too much if I'm going to be green or not. If the trade keeps going up,
Where are you gonna take profits next? You gotta remember you do have that 16...
over 620.
Right. Well,
Over
you got
620.
That... Well, 620 might be resistance too.
Yeah, so once it hits it, we need to see the volume. Are we going to get that continuation push? Right now it's getting to that 620. We want it to get that volume right here. We want to see a big time share size to step in, break it out. There's a lot of people that buy high the days. Remember, that's a strategy, and that's why it fulfills. So as soon as this breaks out through here, we can take another probably 800 shares and pull another like $80 out here, $90.
Yeah, AMD
There's
got
the
back up there.
620s. It's trying to break out through it. Needs volume.
Roku's up there too. I don't mind AMD. I like the risk, but there you go. There's the break.
I just want to see all the volume that's coming in. So I took my time in shares back down to where I see every order. A lot of the times I don't see every order. I set my time in sales only to show me big orders. But I just wanted to see the volume coming in at this moment.
For trade ideas, I just use the standard package, but it's up to you, man. I think trade ideas are the best scanners in the game, and if you want to use them, there's the link. Super customizable scanners allow you to do a lot of different stuff with them. And so you want to use the same scanners as me, same scanners that Mitch and I use to find these big moving stocks. Go check them out. There's the link in the chat. Super customizable. You can build scanners around your own strategies and stuff like that. So I think it just makes sense. So there's the link.
All right, guys. Took a little bit more profit there, 16 18s. Saw it kind of hold up at the resistance, not flush through. If it would have flushed through, I would have gave it the chance. Since it held for that second, saw the slowdown of volume. I take profit and look for the extension up now to the next resistance.
What's up, Landon? Yeah, AMD might be fading again a second time. I think it's a little bit too late for me. Um, but I'm looking at BILI for a fake out fade too, if that one works. But if Mitch finishes this trade, I'll probably just be done. Listen, going 5 out of 6 and my one. This is the smallest. This loss is smaller than all of my wins this week. I'll put it that way. So good risk reward this week. If I take a $43 loss for my only losing day this week, definitely acceptable. I think I had 6 trades, maybe 5 or 6 trades this week. Only 1 loss. So not bad.
So one of the things I want to talk about here is you guys are watching my screen. This is what I call a macro and a micro view. This would be the macro. I'm pulling the 15-minute chart back. I'm trying to see the overall trend of the stock and where the resistance is. Big time resistance here at 1620s. But above that, there's a clear space for us to break out. And so what we need to do is get ourselves in a position of strength, which we did closest to 16. Now we're approaching that resistance. If it breaks out, we should get a nice extension. But the breakdown could also be down to 1550s. So one of the things to always remind yourself is trying to look at micro and macros. So if we go zoom in on just today, it just looks bullish, 100%. You don't see anything of the negative downside risk. And so a lot of times I always like to look at trades a little bit bigger to understand the overall trend. And then I can also take what's called a micro trade. And I saw this, the overall for this trend is heavy resistance here at 620 and big drop downs. So essentially, macro wise, it's on the red. You look at the daily chart, it's been being hit. But now we've created support underneath this. And then I take that trade based on that. And then I go to the 1 minute, which is our micro. And on the micro, it looks bullish. Held that VWAP, did that 1 up, 2 up, 3 up move, hold support. We talk about this in our bull flag class. As long as it holds support after a third attempt of breakout, we should get that volume to break it through. And that's what we got here, a connection of volume right here at the 1607, 1030 mark. And then it just broke out to that resistance. And that's really how you can trade these kinds of trades. One of the biggest things is this is a micro move trying to turn into a macro move. Above 1620s, it turns into a bigger time move. If it doesn't break out through 1620s, then this was just a micro move.
No. I think we lost Mitch. Uh-oh. In the trade, too. I think we lost Mitch, guys. Well. Hey, appreciate the sub, Christian, Anton. Welcome, guys. Appreciate the subs today. Let me fix this.
Hey, John, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry, you guys lost me. My computer went dead.
Oh, no. Hey,
laptop gave up on me.
Hey, well, Tefs has
big moves.
Tefs has a mobile app, right?
Yeah, I'll just move up to upstairs. I'm 1 floor away, so.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Well, we lost Mitch for a second. He should be back. How do you know the low of the day? Do you use a specific indicator? No, not really. So basically, when we say low of the day, what we're talking about is this. Look at that second fade on AMD. Maybe I could have scaled into it, but it is what it is. I think I was right. Definitely was right more than I was wrong today, and I just had a little bit worse emotions than yesterday. So yeah, what we mean by low of the day is just this level here. Let me There we go. What we mean by low of the day is this level here. Like this level right here is the low of the day. EKSO. Yeah, EKSO is ripping up here. It's up to almost 75 cents. It's up to 71. So it doesn't look bad. But yeah, AMD did fade nicely there. What else we get? Alright, guys. Well, I don't know what Mitch is doing. I might tell Mitch I'm just going to close it down for the day. I know Mitch is still in something. Let me see how that one's doing. He was in AMRN, right? I mean, it's about the same. Hasn't really moved too much since. Let me ask him on Discord. All right. I use level 2. I just use I prefer Thinkorswim charts in level 2 over everything else. It's just what I learned on, and so it's what I'm the most comfortable with. And trading is all about finding what you're comfortable with to help curb emotions. And so I just use Thinkorswim because that's what I'm used to seeing. It's what I'm used to seeing with regard to like charting candles. It's what I know the best, and it's what I can judge the best based off of what I've done previously. So I just like the charts. I like the level 2 in the charts of Thinkorswim. Also, guys, remember the World Series of Day Trading starts in World Series of Day Trading registration ends in 6 days. And so if you want to be on my team for the World Series of Day Trading, I'll post this link here. It's completely free to enter. And the top 3 places in my team alone win free packages to trade with. So the top spot in my team alone wins the student package worth around 12,000 or worth around 3,000. And then second and third place in my team alone win intro packages worth anywhere between $350 and $500. So it's completely free to apply to and enter. And the top 3 places win packages. Plus, at the very least, basically the way the World Series of Day Trading works is it starts on the 17th, I believe, and it goes for 6 trading days. And the top traders win. And the top 20 traders in the competition alone win packages too. And so at the very least, you're going to get a free demo account to trade with for 6 days. And you actually have the chance to win packages. My team, hopefully I can do well. I've been pretty consistent lately. And so if you want to join my team, like I said, it starts next week, I think. Or it's either next week or the week after. There's the link. Join my team. If you want a video breakdown about what the competition entails and stuff like that, I'll post this link here as well. My video breakdown of the competition. And so, yeah, I hope you'll join my team. Let's win this thing, guys. I'm excited. There's the link for the video.
All right. At least getting my computer back on. But yeah, definitely, guys. Join the team. The competition coming soon. We're going to be trading with big sizing during this competition.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be lots of fun. So this can be thousands made, thousands lost. So don't miss out for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I'm excited for it. All right, bro. So, did you get your charts up? Let me see. No. All right. Well, yeah.
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, at least reconnect here and show you guys where I'm at. All right. Let me just log on here. When you open 60 zooms,
Yeah, man.
my computer was lagging, so it's like open.
Yeah, so I reached out to them, Wheel, and they said that they're backlogged because they've had thousands of entries for the competition. So just be patient. They said if you got in, if you signed up, you should get in. But just be patient with them. Like I said, they've got thousands of entries, so they just got a ton of people, and so it may take a little while to get everything straight.
All right. Boom. Back, baby.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna put Mitch up here.
All right, guys. Here we go, guys. Let it break through these 1620s. Start paying us really well here. We've already taken 200 off this trade, so we're already in the green here. We're gonna get into the green big if this breaks out through the 1620s. 2,000 shares going through at 1622. 1,000 shares going through there. That's what we want to see, those big sizing coming in.
Right.
Remember, this was a big resistance here. Let's see if we can break it.
And remember to go check out Trade Ideas, guys. Best scanners in the game. Another great way to help support our channel. Everything Mitch and I put out there is free. And so if you want to help support us and you're interested in checking out Trade Ideas, there's the link. Great way to help support us. And like I said, super customizable. Best scanners in the game. Super real time. And they're one of the reasons we can find a lot of these stocks that we trade every day. So there's the link if you want to check them out as well. EKSO is ripping up here. EKSO.
UKSO.
Yeah, no worries, Nathan. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single day. Remember to hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell, it's going to notify you when we go live every time. And so if you haven't already and you want to get an alert when we do go live, which is every weekday, hit the subscribe button. We day trade and attack the open every weekday. So hit that subscribe button if you have it. I got a question. What does a friend request do on Discord? I always get friend requests. I don't ever know what they mean.
I don't think it really makes a difference.
Right. I mean, I don't think I've ever. I think I've accepted some, but most of them I just reject. You know.
All right, guys. This is going to be a slow mover. I think we'll probably end the stream, guys, and I'll just hold on to break even. If it rips out, I'll probably make $400 on this name. If it doesn't, I'll probably go ahead and I'll take another 50 and call it a day.
Yeah. Don't stress, brother. Good trade, man. Should be a green trade no matter what. So
yeah,
good
without
job, brother.
a doubt.
Yeah, for me,
Back
it's
in it.
Yep. And so for me, I only had one losing day, which was today. I lost $43, and so far in gross profits, I'm up around 270. So a solid week. We'll see if we can keep growing this account. Like I said, hit the subscribe button if you want to see how we do. We're gonna really start to make some moves next week, so it should be fun. Again, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here. Go check them out. They do have a sale currently, and it's a great way to help support the channel. One of the ways you can short stocks and day trade with no PDT rule for very, very cheap. Also comes with a trading course, demo account, chat room access. And so if you want to learn more about that, there's the link in the chat. Remember to hit the subscribe button, guys. And yeah, good luck in the markets. We'll see how we do. Competition starts soon. If you want to join my team for that, I'll post that link here as well. And you can join my competition team. And let's try to win this thing, guys. It's completely free to apply and enter. And the top 3 places in my team alone win packages. And the top 20 people in the competition win packages as well. And it's completely free. At the very least, you're going to get a demo account to trade with. So there's the link if you want to join my team.
Definitely, guys. Who's going to win it? I know I'm going to be battling. Guys, got to step up to the plate. I want to see some people taking some swings, focusing on the system. And I think really what we'll see from the winner, I definitely want to interview the winner just so you guys can kind of see what worked for them. Right. And this is going to be an exciting time for us, guys. We're getting right into it. What we got now? Two weeks.
Yep.
We got
oh no, we got 6 days until registration ends, and then it starts on the 17th, I believe. So we got about 11 days.
It's coming to it, guys.
Yeah,
don't miss out, guys. You definitely don't want to get to the point where registration closes down. They do have a limited amount of spots, so definitely don't miss out on just putting in some basic information like email and name, phone number. They don't ask for much. It's simple information, and looking forward to trading with you guys.
That's right, man. Hey, appreciate the sub, Trevor. Welcome to the team. Remember to hit the subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already. Have a good weekend, everybody. Not a bad week. I went 5 for 6 this week, all streamed live. Definitely a profitable week. We'll see how next week goes. I'm going to keep up with 1,000 shares per trade. Good luck, guys. Have a good weekend, and yeah, I'll see you all next week.
Yep. See you Monday from Vegas.